Thank you guys so much for staying this late. Wow, what a great audience.
You don't know how hard it was, dude.
Just quick disclaimer, I'm gonna do something that's gonna involve you guys needing to sing back a jingle. That's the most that I'll give away. I know you guys have heard the jingle. When I point the microphone at you later in my set, just please don't let me down that hard. Don't let me down harder than my mirror does, you know what I'm saying. But with that said, do you mind if I get vulnerable with you guys for a second?
All right.
Woo!
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. As you know, it's difficult coming out because Wyoming, we're a very red state. And who do you think is the most difficult person to come out to?
Your mom.
Your dad. Mom is a close second, but she always knew. And your dad also always knew, but anyways, so my story, I'll keep it kind of brief. So, when I finally manned up the courage to talk to my dad, I just stopped him as he was getting ready for work, and I was just like, Dad, I need to talk to you. And he said, not now, son, I'm getting busy. He said, no, Dad, this is important. And he just stopped. That sigh of like, he knew what was coming, I saw that look of his eye, or in his eyes, the look that every Bills fan has in January when they're watching their team. They're down by 2, and they just can't stop the other team's ground game, and they're just chewing at the clock, and there's that impending disappointment coming. That was the look in my father's eyes. And he said, Devin, what is it? And I said, Dad, this has always been me, and I just need you to accept me for who I am. He said, God damn it, Devin, just fucking get it over with. And I said, Dad, I'm a liberal. And my dad, he was just immediately like, God damn it, no son of mine. You're just confused, Devin. When I was your age, I too dabbled in soy milk and quinoa. And I said, Dad, no, this is really who I am. I just want to change the world. And he said, okay, son, how? And I said, well, I'm just going to fucking complain about everything. Not do anything. At that point, he was like, I'm just fucking with you, son. I always knew you were a big pussy. No, I hate to get nostalgic, but don't you guys miss the simpler days when gas wasn't $3.50, or it didn't feel like an unethical practice to water your own lawn because we're already in a drought? Or the fact that we actually miss the snow in Wyoming because
There wasn't any.
snow, we fucking hate that shit, but we need it. And snow is so hated in Wyoming that it's the one time Wyoming people become woke about something. You ever have a conversation with someone at work and you bring up snow and you say yeah, it could get snowy this weekend, and they're like, hold on. Don't you fucking say the S word around me. And then they continue on their conversation and they drop the N-word hard R. But you better not say the S or the W word. No, I miss the simpler days, and honestly, I think as a country, we miss it too. Because, in America, we see Y2K fashion coming back up, and people are embracing the 2000s hits. Green Day just became labeled as an old school rock band now, No, we miss the simpler days, and I think the coolest thing is we're back at war with the Middle East, It's slowing down now. There's some ceasefires, but I say we keep that shit moving because I like the simple days, What's it called when a Palestinian lands a kickflip on a skateboard? Radical Islam, dude, fuck yeah! I'm just joking, that's obviously a joke because, there's no skateboards in Palestine because of the bombs. No, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am bald as fuck, dude. When I walked on stage, you probably thought oh shit, is he gonna sing Down with the Sickness? It sucked going bald, but I'm fine with it now, but I'll be honest, it sucked going bald at age 19 because, that's a pivotal age for getting puss.
Yeah.
And instead, I just lost all my confidence. and I was just like down in the dumps about myself, and I was just like trying to like relearn how to like charm the ladies, you know, because I just look like a thumb. And so, you know, a few years later, I thank the high heavens that my girlfriend is an angel and a social worker, because I think she's the only one on earth that my redeveloped Riz could work on. One day I just went up to her and I was like, hey, yo, girl, you want this Make-A-Wish dick?
Nice.
Don't worry, I donate. No, my poor lady, though, like, she's never going to experience that romantic feeling of playing with her man's hair when I go down on her, you know? Instead, she just has to palm my shit like a basketball. She just yells, Michael Jordan! I'm like so insecure about being bald that like by the time I'm done in the bedroom, I'm like sobbing. And my girlfriend though, she's an angel and she like tries to cheer me up. She's like, don't worry babe, sex with you is like a movie. And I'm like, really, what kind of movie? And she's like, well, when you're crying and finishing, it's like a tearjerker. Now I'm trying to better understand what women go through because, you know, as a dude, I have like no sense of empathy and I'm working on that. So I've been changing my identity, and so I switched my middle name to better identify with the issues that women deal with. So now I go by Devin Marie Fulton. It's pretty sick because ever since I made this switcheroony, you know, I've noticed some cool habit changes. Like when I'm at the gym, my gym bros come up to me and they're like, hey, don't you want to hit arms today? I'm like, no, I'm gonna hit Kegels. And they're like, what, don't you want to be able to bench 300 pounds? I'm like,
Tighten that sack, bro.
no. I love the dude that just shouts lyrics at a comedy show. And he's like 5 seconds behind. No, I told them like, no, I want to be able to jump on a trampoline and not piss myself. We got me. No, I'm not gonna go there. No, this past summer I was on a walk with my gal pals just doing some hot girl shit. Hot summer day, and I discovered empathy that day because we walked past this car with a baby in it. Windows were rolled up and I was taken aback because it was abandoned, you know? And I just looked at the car and I was like, oh, that poor baby. And then we just kept walking. I gotta be honest with you guys though, as Devin Marie Fulton, I am putting my foot down. We need more gender diversity in the white terrorist department. All we got is white boys shooting up schools, and I think it's time for the Karens to get involved. Like, how sick would it be? First off, you know how in the Middle East, when a suicide bomber, you know, does the suicide bombing, they scream Allahu Akbar before doing the deed? How sick would it be if we got bombs taped to like a Karen's chest and sent her to like a real estate investor's house and she just hit the live, laugh, love and blew that shit up? But when she hits the detonator, it makes the same noise as a Subaru. Beep, 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 and then it blows up. No, all I have is just like lots of negative things to say about the world, but it's because like we live in pretty bleak times, you know, like we're dealing with a major drug epidemic in Wyoming. It's gotten to the point where we have billboards on highways telling people like stop doing drugs. I love that billboard though on I-25 going past Douglas. It says this much fentanyl could kill somebody, and it has a penny on it. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
The problem with that billboard though is the penny is the size of the fucking billboard. I know I'm not alone in this thought. I see the light bulb coming on. It's like, damn dude, that's a lot of fentanyl to do. I can't stomach that. You need an eating disorder to die on fentanyl. No, and like, you know, back in our day we had the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and nowadays we have the body dysmorphia unpaid park rangers. And I also miss, like, you know, our politics are crazy right now in Wyoming. Like, I miss when senators were just boring and didn't have to like post on social media. I like that, just shut up and dribble. You know, I miss when our senators and our state representatives just walk like this. Good evening. Or however white people walk. But now this is how our state representatives walk. Fuck! Don't get uncomfortable. The dude fucking ran a red light. So many people die from drunk driving a year. Fuck that guy. No, it sucks though. Like our politicians are so polarizing, and they do crazy stunts on social media. It sucks because one day my girlfriend thought she caught me watching porn, and then it turns out she just looked at my phone, and I was just watching Instagram Reels, and I just saw one of those reels of Reed Rasner stuffing his chest super high, just saying like, "Our kids are fat," doing his best Trump impersonation. No rest for the juicy. No, another crazy story about me. When I moved back to Wyoming, I tried joining a swingers club. I just wanted to like meet some adventurous people that were just kind of like laid back, you know? But then I realized like I'm a dumbass and don't realize what swinging is. And I learned that when I was the only one at the playground swing set for the 7th time. I was like, oh shit, that's what swinging is. And someone said, yeah, if you want to join that, just go join the local runners club. No, just a couple more for you guys. It's crazy, like I tell people at work that I do stand-up and they're like, really? That takes balls, dude. And I'm like, I see you speak up in meetings and yell at people and make them cry. Like, if I go to a meeting, I'm the one that's crying and getting yelled at, like, you can do this. And they're like, no. But, the feeling that I'm describing about myself is imposter syndrome, which if you don't know what it is, it's the feeling of every day going to work, you just imagine that all the corporate bigwigs are gonna corner you in your office and just say things like, you suck, you don't belong here, you are never gonna make it in this company. And that's not healthy to have in your brain every day. And so I've actually been battling that with exposure therapy, which is just facing your fears through different mediums. The medium of my choice I chose is audio tapes, which is pretty dope. So if you ever see me at the gym or walking around Casper with headphones on, just know that it's an audio tape of a guy for an hour straight just saying things like, Devin, you big pussy, go fuck yourself, you bald bitch. And it's like that very fast for an hour straight. So just know if you see me with headphones on. But the best part is it's a completely free audio service for me because it's just a voicemail from my dad. But what's cool is now I'm feeling more confident. Now when I'm in the bedroom with my lady, she says like, speak up, and I actually do speak up. But the problem is I watch lots of TV, so I just see commercials all day. And I don't know literature to like swoo her with like erotica or whatever. So when she says like, come on, say words to me during sex, during mid-coitus, I'll just hit her with the, like mid-thrust, I just hit her with the, I have a structured settlement and I need cash now.
Call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now.
Hell yeah. That was worth a dab. All right, so a couple more and then I'll let you guys go to bed. First off, thank you guys so much again for staying here. This is super cool. Have you guys seen lots of Teslas and Cybertrucks roaming around Casper recently?
Yeah.
What the hell, you know? I won't say anything political about Elon Musk's bitch ass. But I will say this. Guys that drive Cybertrucks definitely arch their backs and they got spanked as a kid. No, lastly, I just miss the simple days, everything just feels so like overdone and overcomplicated. Everything is overstimulating, That's why St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday because all you gotta do is just wear green as your armor. Because, in the schools I went to growing up, if you didn't wear green to school, of course you would get pinched. And in the schools I went to growing up, there would be those weirdos that would just go up and kiss you if you wore red on St. Patrick's Day. Fuck, I miss being homeschooled. All right, hey, you guys have been great. Thank you so much.